You know how when people talk about if you believe for what you're praying about, that you'll receive an answer. We always get an answer, but sometimes the answer's no, right? Guess what? In Matthew chapter 9, he was on his way to heal a child that had died. When the dad approached him, he says to him, if you will lay a hand on her, she'll be healed. While Jesus is going there, a lady says, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, who, by the way, had an issue of blood for 12 years, I'll be made whole. She puts legs to her faith, crawls around in that crowd until she grabs a hold of his garment, and she is immediately made whole because that's what she believed it took. After she's healed, Jesus continues on to the house where the child is at. He grabs her hand and she gets up. Now keep in mind, the dad, when he approached him, said, if you will lay your hand on her. So that's what Jesus did. Let's back up a chapter to chapter 8. There is a leper who says to Jesus, if you are willing, you can make me clean. And Jesus said, I am willing, be clean. Right after that, there was a centurion who had a servant who was very sick. He came to Jesus and told him about the servant, and Jesus said, I'll come. He said, no, if you'll just say the word, I know that he will be healed. And Jesus spoke the word. Do you see the pattern? Every healing that he did in those 2 chapters, he healed them exactly the way they believed it, whatever it took to be healed. If it was a hand touch, he gave a hand touch. If it was touching the hem of his garment, it worked that way. If it was his willingness they believed, then willingness is how they received it. If it was speaking a word, then Jesus spoke the word, and that's how they received it. It mirrored what they had faith for. Now, was it always that way in every single healing? The Bible doesn't tell us what that person believed, but I have to wonder if it doesn't say that because they didn't have a limitation on Jesus as to how they believed he could do it. They just believed he could do it. So the method was up to Jesus. They just believed he could. There was not any prerequisite. Why is that important? Because think about all of the times that you have prayed for something and finish the thought. Yes, I believe, Jesus, that you can heal and you can do A, B, C, but how are you believing that he can do it? Are your beliefs about the how creating a limitation?